now usually I don't be getting too hype off of singles, but the Clipse, they dropped Ace Trumpets, that was fire, and then this one, maybe even better. And so just dropped today. So be it. Let's talk about it. And what's your thoughts on the song? B-Dog, let's start with you because we ain't hearing you. What's your thoughts on the song, man?
I love it. I hate listening to singles, but I love it. It's getting me hype. The last single was pretty good too. So beat is amazing, rapping's amazing. I love it. I'm super excited for this album.
Yeah. And I love this video. This black and white video. I love how they shot it with like the shadows on the walls and some parts and stuff like that. And it's just it's a great song. And just these scenes, these effects is super cool. So I'm hyped, man. I'm fully my hype is too high right now. I usually try to keep my expectations low, but the way the marketing, the way they've done this rollout is to me immaculate. Like they got people talking with the controversy stuff. The articles and the songs dropping. I just feel like it's all like being done so well to lead up to the album. So I don't know, y'all as hype as me or what?
Yes. I don't normally get hype for singles either, man. But how could you not be? Look, you're right. I mean, they hit you with the Ace Trumpets, and the Ace Trumpets was cool, and you was like, okay, they back, and we about to get some good stuff. I think this song right here is like out of the park, man. The beat on it is crazy. And then everything about it is great. Like the stuff they said, first of all, these dudes, one of the things that I noticed about their verses, and Push always has a high level verses stuff, but I don't know if it's because Malice is there or what. I feel like every line is a quotable. They be saying it's crazy. So yes. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm talking about, man. And look, this the thing is about greats. You want to see greats be great. You know what I mean? Like when they come out, you're supposed to be a legend. All right, let's see what a legend look like in 25. How you make that look? How do your videos look? How does your music sound? How does your rollout look? Like this is kind of like hitting all those marks right now. Now they got to deliver, right? But right now, that's what we get.
Yeah, and like to what you're saying, like I don't know if it's because Malice is there or what, but like I think, in their old albums when Malice was always the star, right? Like he was always the the star of the show, at least for me, and I think for most people. And I think maybe since they split and since Push was solo and made all of his solo music. I don't know if it's because he stepped his game up to another level or what, but now when they're on these songs, it just feels like they're both, knocking every verse out of the park, both with, tons of quotables, like you said, on each song. And so, I mean, it just makes for I don't know. It's just perfect. Yeah, it's awesome. So.
But it's quality like all across the board, and like I said, man, then you get the extra controversy. So like as far as sales, they just know that it's like perfectly done. Like, oh, I got a little controversy in the song, little disses. Then they got a come out the same day. Interview.
This article, the interview, yeah.
And so in a big magazine where people will notice, you know what I mean? Like it's not a secret because but as soon as you Google like. Dang, Pusha diss Travis Scott, it pops up with the article. It's like, oh, you can read about it. So maybe that's just because that's hitting the mark for me as an old person who doesn't use social media, but reads, is like, oh, okay, that's well done.
Yeah, no, and I think clearly they planned this out well with the interviewer, or I don't know if this was their idea or if this was just the interviewer's idea or whatever, but to have that first interview come out, with the first single, or around the time of the first single, and then hold this part back, knowing the interviewers already heard all the songs and knowing this is going to be, a topic of discussion, is going to be something people want to know about, still ask those questions and holding this part back to drop another article the same day as the video drops. It's just yeah, it's really dope because when this song first dropped, I heard today people were saying a lot that he was dissing Kanye. So let's get to the lyrics that everybody's talking about here. On
while you pulling that
song.
up, man, we see y'all in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all. You right, man. These dudes floating. Yeah, I mean they definitely rep hard for Virginia Beach. And it's really cool that Pharrell locks in with them as much other stuff as he got going on. He could easily be like, oh, I can't get to this X, Y, and Z. Give him a beat maybe, but it sounds like he's really in his bag as a rap producer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And making
Definitely.
He's like, this is that Clip shit. This what they need. Like it's almost like they all inspire to put on. So
yeah, because the beats on both these songs have been great, right? The beats on both of these songs have been great, and of course, it's Chad's not there. Malice has the line, wish upon a star on the stars on my roof, they all scattered, ain't no more Neptune, so peace Saturn, he had a, so that was his, take on the whole, split, and I definitely, hope the Neptunes come together, but it was definitely cool to hear him address that. And then the main controversy everyone's talking about though is this bars from Push, dropped the third verse, and it's you cried in front of me, you died in front of me, Calabasas took your chick and your pride in front of me, heard Utopia had moved right up the street and her lip gloss was popping, she ain't need you to eat. He actually goes further. Let's get to the whole one because he says more after that. Let's see. Right here. The net gonna call it the way that they see it, but I got the video. I could share it and AE it. They wouldn't believe it, but I can't unsee it. Lucky I ain't TMZ it. So be it. So be it. So this is a very threatening, menacing, verse. Push gives, what y'all thoughts on this?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I like it. It's a good verse. I don't know. Is this what the album's gonna be about? Is every song gonna have a verse towards somebody? Or
I mean, that'd be good.
Right? Still a ton. I mean, I don't know what sales are. But we'll talk about that because I saw somebody in the chat ask about it. But I mean, the controversy does sell, so I don't know. Maybe I doubt it's every song though.
Yeah, I think maybe they're just leading with maybe they're just leading with this one. Maybe it's just because it's a dope song, or maybe it's because it, sparked the controversy. But I don't know. He talks about this in his interview, right? Because
hold on before you get into that, because I know you want to go to the interview. I don't want to talk about the interview because he basically explains why he does this, what he's talking about. But I want to ask, B-Dog, when you heard this, before you read what he was saying and the reason why, you think, I know you just asked the question about is every song gonna be like this? Do you think that that's like clout chasing, where they put these singles out with these little disses and stuff? Is that what you was getting at?
yeah, kind of. Yes. I mean, are you going to talk about it, or are you just going to put a little snippet here just to sell it? That seems more clout chasing. But if you're going to talk about the situation, I didn't read the interview, so I don't know how in depth he went into it. If you're going to talk about it, and talk about it. I just don't understand the little subtle disses.
Yeah, so it is pretty subtle on it, and but I like first of all because he's talking to the person. He's talking to Travis. And he's talking in a way that Travis will know exactly what he's talking about. Travis will know this is about him. Travis will know exactly what he's saying, but it's not, it's like when Jay-Z did the who, just keep that between me and you sort of thing. It's that same type of thing here, to me.
It's not out of line though. It's perfectly in what they talk about in the song. Where they're like, hey, this is done, this shit is done, or this happened in the past, so be it. Right? And so when he talks about it, he specifically, and the thing I like about the way Push talk about stuff is, he's not really putting a lot of like sauce on it to me. Like it sounds like hey, I know this is what it is. You know, you ain't shit. Like it kind of, just kind of like how you talked about Kanye, kind of like how you talked about other people, kind of like how Malice talked about the split with the Neptunes. It's just it's straightforward. So be it.
No, it's unapologetic. It's like, like, you know, not worried about anybody's feelings. You know, this is it. This is what we think.
And it don't sound like he's trying to hurt your feelings either. It's just like he just said it straight up, like this is what's going on, and he addressing the things that they have with different people. It's like, oh man, that's the way he does it is different than others. I feel like. Right.
I agree. It definitely doesn't feel like it's cloud chasing to me. You know, they just feel genuine. I love. They feel like they are who they are. They've always been. You know, it's not like they're doing this for a gimmick. At least that's how it feels to me. But do you think definitely be dog
with? Gimmick? I don't think it's a gimmick. It's just. I don't know, man. After that last album run, when he was begging for the Grammy sales, I just don't want to see no corny shit like that again. So this is leaning towards that, and I don't want to see that happen. I want to really.
No, to me, this is the opposite. When he was begging for a Grammy. He was he was campaigning for album of the year. That's true. That was the thing.
I went to the show. He was like, make sure you know album of the year, and I was like, dude, can we get back to the music? Like I was, it was kind of weird.
Right, and I feel like this is the opposite to me. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like this is the opposite. I feel like this time he just got with his brother, got with Pharrell. Who, he just went back to the roots of where they started at, and they just rapping. And so that's how it feels to me.
And you ain't got to sell nothing on this one.
Yeah, you're not selling.
You ain't got to sell people on his album of the year. It's gonna be evident, like if it's really like that.
And listen, man. I can't believe Def Jam, we talked about it last week, but how does Def Jam not release this album? I mean, so far, this sounds like it's about to be a home run. How could they not release this? What motivation did they have to hold this back or even let this album go? It seems crazy to me that this happened,
I mean, look, they probably made the calculation. Look, we're not going to make that much money off the Clipse, even if it is a great album. It's not about to be whatever.
Exactly. That's what I was just looking up. Like, I don't know what's big for them. Like a home run is what 70,000 units. Like that ain't much.
Okay, but we talking about Def Jam ain't had nobody, no hits, no nothing, no success in a long time now. Okay.
What you mean? They had your boy, man.
Who, Benny?
My swerve on the corner. Whoa, Jello.
Jello. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, that's the route they're going. That's the route they're going. That's cool. All right, let's talk about the interview. Let's talk about the interview though, because Push definitely explains a lot. And this interview came out. First people were thinking of this because he says Calabasas. I think people immediately went to Kanye. But this is clearly about Travis Scott, and he explains it all in this interview. In GQ, and so in right GQ. Here, so he explains it right here. Let's see. No. There we go. All right. All right. So he says the true context of it is that we were in Paris, literally working. He was calling to play P, the new album. He came to Pharrell's studio at Louis Vuitton's HQ, where Clipse recorded most of Let God Sort Him Out. He interrupted the session, Pusha recalled. He sees me and Malice there. He's like, oh man, everybody's here. He's smiling, laughing, jumping around, doing his effing monkey dance. We weren't into the... I know, that's crazy. Yeah, like, clearly you can already tell, like, Push clearly don't like this dude, right? So we weren't into the music, but he wanted to play it, wanted to film us and Pharrell listening to it. And then a week later, you hear Meltdown, which he didn't play. He played the song, but not Drake's verse. Push was quick to add that he doesn't hold Travis to any standard because as he sees it, Travis has a pattern of remaining conveniently neutral when it suits him. He's done this a lot. He has no picks. He'll do this with anybody. Did it with Sickle Mode, on which Drake seems to diss Kanye, despite Travis's close ties with him. Push then referenced last spring when Travis joined Future and Metro on stage and excitedly asked them to tease Like That, the song whose incinerated Kendrick Lamar verse ignited Kendrick's beef with Drake. He's on a Rolling Style loud stage. Play that. He don't have no picks, no loyalty, to nobody. He'll jump around where whatever he feels is hot or cling to whatever he feels is hot. But you can play those games with those people. We're not in your mix. Keep your mix over there. And then he says right over here, he says the last quote I'll say, it says, so that's my issue. That's where my issue comes in. Like, dog, don't even come over here with that, because at the end of the day, I don't play how y'all play. To me, that's really that really was just like, he's a whore. He's a whore. And the interviewer says the print can't do justice to the disdain in Pusha's delivery here.
You should have the best disdain voice ever.
Yeah.
That nigga be disgusted.
Yeah. So, what's y'all thoughts on this situation, man? Do y'all feel like Pusha is right for addressing Travis in this way, or what?
Nah, he 100% right. Because Travis he nail on the head. That was blunt and perfect and honest. All facts.
I mean, I appreciate it. Obviously, I enjoy it. I like to hear this type of stuff about how the artists really are. We all got fans. I mean, favorites of artists, and all we have artists we like. And obviously, the more you like the artist, the kind of more you want to know about them. Travis Scott's a huge artist. I don't feel like, even though he has documentaries and stuff, the way that they interact with each other is different than the stuff that you really selling to the fans, right? So it's interesting to hear that that's how he moves. A lot of people thought it was weird that he was, dissing Ye and dissing other people, or riding with people who were dissing people that he's supposed to be cool with or whatever. Yeah. So, I mean, that is it's not the first time you heard this, but I like that he explained why,
Yeah, no, exactly. I love that he explained why, and that's the thing. He never seemed afraid to just give it up straight. A lot of other artists, who will do subs or do, say stuff in their verses, but when they ask in the interview, they dodge it or but not Push. Push tells you exactly how it is, exactly how you feel. Misha, in the chat, says, a couple of comments here. It says they're addressing the issues they have with individuals in the industry. They should address these individuals. And she also said that this is the same reason Travis and Pop Smoke fell out with each other before his death. So, So, I mean, I think, go ahead.
I like that Push straight up, says it. At the same time, you can see why somebody might hate on that and be like, why you talking about it? Why you going into this stuff in public in an interview as part of your rollout? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The bars on the song is one thing because everybody don't understand what them bars mean. People misinterpret bars all the time, right? He's straight up making it very clear. The dude asked him, "Hey, why are you who you talking about on this song?" Dude's like, "Oh, I'll explain the whole situation." Like,
Mm-hmm.
So I can see why some people would choose to hate on that. Does it bother me? No, I don't really care. I'm not a huge Travis Scott fan, but a big Travis Scott fan might be like, "Why are you talking bad about my man's? What's wrong with that? He cares about the vibe. He cares what's hot. Some people think that's okay."
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Travis seemed like the type I just want a moment and I want to have a good song. He don't care what's happening on it. I feel that. I mean, I feel that, but
okay, I get that perspective. Like if all you care about is selling music, but if you really close to the people you say you're close to, right? Like if you care about my opinion so much that you're gonna come, fly to wherever my studio and then just to play me the song. And then, you conveniently don't tell me that somebody's dissing me on an album or you know what I mean? Or you allow somebody to diss me on an album. It's just weird, right? Like, are we friends or not? Like, that's all. You know what I mean?
But
are they friends?
But that's what I'm saying. You got to think about who Travis came up under, right? With Kanye, who was doing the exact same thing as we could see years later when he talks bad about all the people that's been with him his whole career.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing it at that time. It wasn't like at the same time he was, asking for like he wasn't running to Jay-Z, listen to my album, and then on the album dissing Jay-Z. You know what I mean? That's not what was happening.
I don't know. He might have been saying all kinds of crazy things in the studio with Travis, so I ain't gonna put nothing past Kanye.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's neither here nor
Yeah,
there.
they had ties too. So outside of the whole music industry and stuff like that, where they would be at mutual family events and stuff like that. So I don't know how that goes. What their relationship is, but like I said, I think this is cool, but I could definitely see why somebody might hate on it.
So I think this is Push kind of addresses this too. Here on this next part, he says, "I've already dealt with the lack of loyalty to his mentor, to the guy he looks up to." Pusha says, referring to Kanye, "I've been dealing with the corny stuff that goes along with them. So it's like I'm on a whole other place. Don't bring that stuff over to my house. I just wanted you to have that true context, man. Honestly, Frazier, you got to realize I've really been in Paris. I've been making my joints. I've been doing my stuff. When these people mention me, they're really going out of their way. What have I done besides wear clothes, bro, in the past couple of years? It's like these people are going out of their way. Somebody brought Meltdown to my house, to P's house, actually. I mean, I don't give a F. P don't give a crap either, but it's like, it's the principle, right? So I think, that directly, goes to what what you're saying, B-Dog, he says, I'm not going on nowhere. You coming to me to make me listen to an album and somebody's dissing me on the album, but you conveniently leave that out, You want to videotape.
Right, 100%.
Like, part of your promo, part of Travis's promo for his album was Pharrell nodding his head to the song, right? Reacting to the music, right? As a cosign, like you making
that
like making it seem like I'm giving a cosign to your album. Right. And then on that same album, you got somebody dissing me, right? So you making it like I co-signed, you know what I mean? Yeah,
that is weird, dog.
It's weird.
Yo, check this song out. This song is great, man. I'm gonna turn it off before this. And I saw some quote like people was like, maybe Drake didn't get the verse in at that point and things like that. But
even if he didn't, like, how it's gonna look afterwards.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly. Then you can just make a phone call or something at that point. Exactly. I don't know how that works. I don't know how people feel about this stuff. Like pushing them don't seem to care. I don't think Pharrell cares at all. He making clothes and whatever the hell else he be doing. So Lego movies, so I don't think he's worried about this shit at all. But you can see why somebody would be upset about it.
Yeah, no, I completely understand why he's upset about it. So what y'all think of? I mean. And of course we don't know what it is he has a video of or anything like that. But I don't see Travis responding in any way. Do y'all? I mean, like Travis Scott would not want to get into a rap battle or a beef of any sort with these gentlemen. Right?
I don't
that would
think
be a bad
that's
idea.
even his thing. He's a vibes guy. Like
right.
Ain't no beef in the vibes. That's not happening.
He'll have a line or two about it. He might have something about run into the magazines or something like that. He can have some. Like I said, I think that's the only angle you really got to diss what Push is doing here. Is like, oh, why you doing these interviews? So you can say something like that. So Travis might have a line or two, but he's not gonna have like no 16 with bars like that. Like, that's not. Yeah, it's not gonna be that. If it's any kind of beef, it ain't gonna be like that.
For him. Shit.
Right, yeah.
Somebody would, but I mean, it's not like he's not stressing that.
Write him some bars. I mean,
Nah.
Maybe.
Yeah, but even I don't think he was disloyal to Drake, with all that that stuff. So I don't think he. I don't know. I think that kind of behavior people see your true colors like after a certain amount of time, right? This is what people say about Drake, right? Like that. Just stuff in the background that, they have issues with them for a long time. And that's why this 20v1, thing happened. So that kind of stuff comes back to you, and I think Push is just the kind of person that he doesn't have a tolerance for it. He's going to address it instantly. So, yeah, man. But besides all the controversy, the songs are dope. I mean, both of these songs are dope. Ace Trumpets and So Be It, both great songs. The clips seem like they, full form. Every single line from this song are like quotables, man. Like, so, yeah.
We're gonna see what this album is like. It's definitely gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to be decoding every song for beef, no, man. Please don't have us doing that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
They're not. I'm about to say they're not. It's not secret. It's not like decoding, especially when you're gonna give an interview that's gonna come out the same day that's got a full explanation. Like,
right.
No decoding necessary.
I just want to hear some good music. I do like the darker sounding songs, though. I like this single way better than the last one. This is perfect for me.
Yeah.
But it gets me too hyped. Like Dumb It Down was saying, like right now I'm feeling like this album about to be 8.5, 9 minimum. Like I might be disappointed with anything less.
I think that's fair. I don't think Pusha's out here trying to make less than that. I mean, his solo albums are good. Malice is even better than him when they were together. So, I expect it to be good. If Pharrell's on his stuff for 13 songs or however many, 11 songs, whatever it is, this is gonna be good. Like I don't have no doubts.